Hey, everybody. Today we're going to look at my favorite player, Mr. Yang, professional 7-dan, he has the best foundations, best teacher in the world. It's just fantastic with fundamental play. That's what he teaches, fundamental play. And this is a tournament game. I would take a guess 30 years ago. Against, you'll see there, an 8-dan. So this game is going to look at some advanced stuff. So 3Q up to 3-dan, somewhere in there, this kind of thing. And of course, others may enjoy seeing Mr. Yang's game or learn something or whatever. We'll see. As I say that this game is 30 years old, it crosses my mind that some of you are going, 30 years ago? Where the heck did he get that game? Back in the day, we didn't have personal computers, and to record games, we would take graph paper and make out a 19 by 19. And for a black stone, we would put a circle and then the number of the move. And for a white stone, we would just put the number of the move. And you go through, and makes replay a bit demanding, but also you get more into the game. You're more focused on what's going on. So I had hundreds and hundreds of these Kifu game records. Vast majority were my own games, and I kept them because I didn't know what I'm supposed to do. So I would keep them, and then as the years go by, look at them every now and then, and it's like, oh, now I know what to do. Great. Then I throw the paper away. A couple years later, it's like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. Throw the paper away. So by the time I got to 5-dan, I didn't have that many papers left. And besides, I had by then, well, still that was over 40 years ago. By the time we got to 6-dan, all I had left were games that were important to me. That were on computer, special games. And I consider Mr. Yang's, there's some tournament games he played that no big deal. The guy was a weak 5-dan or something. But some of them are, I thought, very good. Okay, we'll take a look. Okay. We're looking at the Blackstones, Mr. Yang. Old style Joseki here. We have a pinch. Back then we used to pinch constantly. White ignores. So now we get to see what that means to Mr. Yang. And a lot of this, I'll be reading his mind. I've spent a lot of time with Mr. Yang, so I am somewhat qualified. That's an overstatement, but still. Check it out. If we start some, let's say, attack here, white has the freedom to be attacking us. So we affected only one of the white stones. Or rather, one of the white stones has an easy time. If we defend on this side, then white defends one of them, and they both have an easy time. So Mr. Yang pinches, and now both white stones are having a hard time. It may seem awfully simple, but there you go. I like it. The left is the one that needs more black stones, so there we go. Regular Joseki. And from here, settle the upper left. Decision here for black. A knee-jerk reaction would be here, but then this is sente and this is sente. That's a lot. That's a nice sente sequence. So instead here, if white goes this way, going away from the corner. And that's it on Sente too. So black plays here, so white's done, and white plays away. Okay, so a short thing to be thinking about. I mean, one thing so far. Black to play. I would say most of us would think about, okay, the right is the next big area. As a matter of fact, it's the last big area. After this, we're in middle game. So this would seem natural. But he didn't. Why? Check out the left. Black has control from the A stone to the B stone. There's no white stone that's going to enter anywhere there that's comfortable. So that entity, this entire long left, it was ready for middle game. Give white the right, and so he plays here. And you can see black is threatening a very large area. So to me, this is an interesting move. I wouldn't come up with it. But as I see these more and more, it's like, okay, I can get closer and closer to coming up with them. Here's a basic sequence. They didn't play it yet, but let me show you. Atari, double Atari. White must take. Atari. If white tries to get fancy, Atari. Oh, sorry. Capture. If white saves, then black got the top. It's done. So it's a ko. Okay. So there's a ko sitting there. If white doesn't play it, then black finishes it up, and it's all good for black. White can get virtually nothing here. So white is very interested in getting there. But white starts here, kind of approaching it, getting prepared, while suggesting half the board on the right. Well, that's too big, so come in first. Now remember, we're looking for this ko-fight in the upper left. There it is. White just made ko-threats in the upper right. White said, if you don't respond, black, I'm going to kill you. Now that's coming in a moment. Tari, capture, ko-threat. I'm going to just destroy you up here, take a huge quadrant of the board. Okay. Some of you know Mr. Ying's quote. I do a big thing. I finish it. Then I go do another big thing. So what is Mr. Yang doing? He's doing this ko. That's the big thing, the left. That's what he's put his energy into. Finish it. Look at that left. The white group is pitiful. Very hard on the left for white now. Black's great and strong. White's got to finish his own deal. And now I would feel a bit despondent in the upper right. Okay, I got nothing there. It's like, no, there is stuff there. Just calm down. So we calm down, see what he does. Sorry. If white doesn't take, then the Atari and is just terrible logic here. So take, Atari, say we don't want to put that in ko, and come out threatening the top. White gets out, more threats. And black is building this. Granted, it's heavy and small, but that was a lot of white stones. Getting anything stable here is, I would be happy. And drop down. That group's looking pretty good. White's got some cuts. White fixes the cut. And now we ask, is black finished? Well, let's find out. If we do nothing, Miss Jane hates it when I do this. In my head, I pass. Why are you passing? So I want to know what the worst is that could happen to me. That's why I'm passing in my head. It's, why did you pass? So if we pass, white, man, that's looking like Senta, isn't it? We can't, no, we want a group to be nice and strong. So here, good strong move in virtual Sente. White defends, taking the corner. White didn't. White start over here. Never mind. That's later. We're about to do a long sequence on the left. And we can't do move by move because there's too many specific details. We'd be here an hour easily. So let's just watch black stay on top of things, stay aggressive, defend when you need to defend. So black, white, okay, cap, makes sense. There's a move here. There's a very serious move coming up. So black goes the underside, not over, because over would still leave it. Okay. Where's white's weakness? Right there. Sorry. Oh, go. Finish this first. Ooh. I would be tempted to just play ko because it's big there. But he finished this first. Very smart. The white group on top is about to get saved, so make sure that's not saved. Co-thread. Now, I suggest you go through this part of the game. I think George, the fellow who posts these, has the associated SGF to most of these. We get a series of co-threads here that are just wonderful. Okay, black, white, black responds, white capture, Sente. Okay. Couple options here. And so I just like looking, okay, what's he do? Sorry. Makes sense because that's an area where white can do a little something, and then finish it. Okay. So the area 1, very clean, good size. We like it. And the 2 group is behind enemy lines. Those are both full size, but it's going to take some time before we can make them full size or we can act upon it. Okay. Is the A group dead? Yeah. Shall we attack the B group? No. Does that mean we play away? Finish it. Don't let white honey there and bring it back all back up again. Check that out. Look what white's building as he's hassling the blackstones. No, 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 no. Keep it clean, strong. Black gets back to white, finally comes back here. He's been looking for this move. And black would like to defend here. It's not necessary, but it'd be nice. Where to defend? So if we only defend, one purpose move. If we defend, and for instance here, we're defending our group, but we're also creating an in-game move, right? So that would be defense plus we get this area and in-game. So defense and size. He says, I'll defend in Sente because you left a weakness on that side. We've got to ask. The bottom group, is it safe? I'm curious what you're thinking now. Because the proper response is, what do you mean, my bottom group? What is my bottom group? Well, it might turn out that these two black stones are the group, and the other two black stones get caught in a fight. It might turn out that those two are the group, and this little tail at Q2 gets eaten, and the little tail at H3 gets eaten. We don't know what our group is. So let's re-ask the question. As we look at the bottom of the board and the black stones, will black survive there comfortably? Oh my goodness, yes. Easily. I don't care what white does, black will have an easy time becoming comfortable on the bottom, clearly. So black's done. We go to endgame, which might be our end. Let's go a little bit here and see if there's yeah, that's it. Just endgame from here. And if you want to see the rest, it would take quite a while. It's a long game. So it would take a while to actually go through it, even just step by step. So you can ask George for, leave comments. He reads all the comments. Okay, that's it. I hope that was fun, seeing Mr. Yang's game, and try to get in his head a little bit. And we'll see you all later. Thanks. Bye.